What is up, my dudes and the one girl who thinks we're about to get oiled up? Seriously, one girl, what is wrong with you? This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, just all up in your grill. Yep, I know I said I'm up in your grill before. Deal with it. It's kind of hard to come up with these things on the fly, and I still don't have a script writer. Whatever. So today we are heading over to Boyd Cycles over in Peabody, Mass. I know I haven't mentioned their name in a little while, but Boyd Cycles that's my mechanic. That's the dude who does like the bigger work on my bike, the smaller work, the work on my bike. That's the guy who fixes the stuff when I do dumb things and screw things up. That's the guy who makes sure I don't die when I'm on two wheels, or, you know, doesn't die from like faulty like equipment or something. Like he's the guy who takes care of my stuff, and it's not just the guy, it's the guys. He's got a team over there, they're all excellent. So why are we heading over there? Well, the countdown is on June 29th, doing the Iron Butt, flying down to North Carolina on my bike, crashing at a hotel. Well, me crashing, not my bike crashing, hopefully. Crashing at a hotel, sleeping a little bit, waking up the next day, going out with Mr. Doyle of the Blue Bike and Doyle. Gonna go rip it up and down the Dragon. I met a biker once, and that's all he says, rip. Oh, did you rip it here? Did you rip it there? Did you rip over there? So it's just funny to say rip now. So we're gonna go rip up the Dragon, rip down the Dragon. We'll go rip around the Dragon. And you know, that he's gonna take me around some of the other like riding points down in that area. Doyle is like the Rain Man of like cool places to ride in that area, so I have no idea where we're going. He sent me a map of like what he wants to do. None of it made sense to me. I'm like, whatever, man, you just let me know what you want to do. We're doing it. I'll follow you. I'm good on that. So that's what we're doing. And then after that, I'm gonna crash for the night again. Once again, me, not the bike, hopefully. And then I'm gonna head on down to Hard Labor Creek in Georgia to do the Friday the 13th event again. I'm really excited to do that. It was a really fun weekend last time. I encourage anyone to like get up on this. They actually do a bunch of different horror sleepovers and like stuff like that. Like, it's called Onset Cinema. I'll put a link down below. Check them out for real. They've got a lot of cool events that they do all around the place. So one of your favorite horror movies might be one of their next destinations. And I'm gonna go do that for the weekend of the 4th of July. 11 a.m. on Sunday, July 3rd, I think that is. They kick us out, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel at that point, like, you know, if I'm gonna be wide awake or not. So I'm just gonna get on the bike and ride. One of two things is gonna happen. I'm either gonna make it home, or I'm gonna stop somewhere and get a hotel. Yes, there's always a third option of something that could happen, but we're not gonna speak about that third option because that's just bad luck. So that's what we're gonna do, and that brings us right back to Boyd Cycles. I'm heading over there right now just to get an oil change and stuff. Honestly, I think my last oil change was before I went down to Hard Labor Creek last year. So I'm kind of overdue. Whatever, I suck at this. So this leads me to my next conversation. I know a lot of you guys will do your oil changes at home, and I get that. I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, oil change, not that hard. It's actually quite rewarding. I used to do it on all my cars and stuff like that. Like, it's something I used to enjoy doing. I don't do it as much anymore. Honestly, for my cars, it really is cheaper to go to an oil change place than it is to do it at home. And for my bike, you're blocking the whole lane. Just, where am I going, dude? The reason I don't like doing my own oil change on my bike is because I do like having those extra sets of eyes on my bike. And the thing, my mindset, the way I think about this is people become very complacent in what they do. It's the same, like, think about your job. When you do your job, there's certain things that, you know, you really specialize in, you probably pick up on better than anybody else. And then there's some stuff that, you know, probably gets right by you, kind of like, you know, it's stuff you don't even think about, because when you first started working there or something, you were just so used to looking at it that you've kind of become blind to it at this point. And this is why I like to go to a mechanic, because I mean, I look at stuff on my bike, I look at the basics, I am like, oh cool, my lights work, my oil's at the right level, my tire pressure, well, I mean, I suck at looking at my tire pressure, but my tires aren't flat, like stuff like that. I don't have a pool of oil under my bike, and you know, I'm good. I'm on my ride, my bike seems to continuously stop when I want it to, everything's fine. I don't do stuff like look at my brake pads all the time and go, those are looking a little thin. I don't look for leaks. I mean, obviously if it's a very obvious leak, I'm going to see it, but I'm not, you know, if there's like a pinhole leak or something, unless there's like a puddle on the ground, I'm not seeing it. So I like to have that extra set of eyes. I like to have somebody who gives me a professional opinion, because I mean, really, in the grand scheme of things, I am a backyard YouTube mechanic at best. And that is on my good days. So I don't trust me. I trust me to a certain level, but you know, I know my limits. And I also, like I said, don't want to become complacent and just go, oh yeah, my bike looks fine, and move on, because the 3 or 4 things I look at look fine, so the bike must be fine. This is why I go to a mechanic. And this is my question for you. Like, do you guys ever, you know, take your bike to a mechanic? Are you of that mindset that you've got the bike covered, you can do it all, you know what you're looking for, you know, like, there's no reason for a mechanic? Or are you of the mindset of like, yeah, I do want somebody to proof my work and also look for stuff, because that is why they paid to go to school and learn these things, and I did not. I don't know. I see a lot of people online always working on their own bikes, and then these are the same people that, you know, a month down the line, a few months down the line, they're like, oh, my bike broke down the side of the road, oh, this failed, that stopped working, this doesn't work anymore, blah, blah, you know, whatever. All kinds of excuses. And very rarely is the excuse, I suck as a mechanic and the thing I did totally messed up my bike because I'm an idiot. It's always like something else. It's always the part, it's always the bike, it's, you know, whatever. I feel like most of these issues could be avoided if most of these people just admit it, that it would be best to take their bike to a mechanic from time to time to have it checked out. I mean, prime example, last year I really needed tires. Took my bike down to Boyd's, had the tires looked at, he was replacing them, and he's like, hey man, your brake pads are getting kind of thin. And I said, well, how thin is kind of thin? And I feel like he's just used to dealing with people that are, they're either convinced that he's trying to screw them over, or they just want to bring those pads down to bare plates before they replace them. Because we started talking about it, and he pretty much pulled out like this Venn diagram of like, you know, okay, so if you ride like this for this long at this amount of time and this and that, blah blah blah, you should be fine until the end of the season. And I was like, you know what, dude, you're taking the wheels off anyway, you're taking the bags off and the rear off and all that crap, you know, the stuff that sucks to take off a bagger in the first place. There's no reason to do it again. in the spring just to replace brake pads. You know, you've already got the bike apart, just do it. And you know, he did it. He took care of that for me. Honestly, I didn't realize my brake pads were getting low. My bike still stopped, everything seemed fine, we're good to go. And this isn't even just, you know, basic maintenance. I'm looking at a 124 kit for my bike. I would actually like to do that come fall. No, I'm not going to do the 131. It's just goes back to, you should really purpose build your bike. Don't just pick the biggest thing on the shelf. Purpose build it for how you ride. For me, 124 will be perfect. I started talking to him about, you know, the 124 and all this stuff, and I was like, hey, you know, what if we order this big bore kit and this and that and, you know, all these other things. He's like, guy, you know, I can save you money with this kit I've been using. I've been putting it on other bikes. I've been getting really good feedback from the people I'm doing it for. I'm getting good numbers off the dyno. It's a reliable kit. It's well tested. It's going to be cheaper for you than, you know, slapping all this brand name stuff on that you're just seeing getting pushed nonstop on IG and Facebook and all that crap. And because I trust my mechanic, and that's a really important thing too, you need to find somebody that you can trust and that you feel like is putting your best interest first and not just trying to like jack up the price as much as possible. Because I trust him, I'm like, all right, man, I am fine going that route, let's do it. Because I also know that if he installs something and there's some sort of issue, he's on top of that. He's like, all right, let's see what we can do to fix this, you know, let's see where the breakdown was, you know, let's take care of any issues. Like, he stands behind his work, and that's fantastic, so I'm all about that. Yeah, that's what I got today. I mean, I'm just curious, like, what are you guys doing? Are you like the sole mechanic for your bike? Do you trust yourself that much that, you know, there's no question, there's no problems? Or are you that guy who's like, I definitely want somebody else to figure this stuff out so my dumbass doesn't blow it up? Let me know in the comments below. That's really all I got for you today, guys. Nice little quick conversation, you know, just me and you talking. It's cool, just the two of us. So yeah, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dork you know who watched a YouTube video once and he's convinced that he's now a master motorcycle mechanic. He loves this stuff, trust me. And I'll see you all on the flip side.